Hello, welcome back to the latest edition of Doctor Who Revisited, and we're reviewing Midnight this time.
Good episode.
Yeah, so going into this has been one of my favorite episodes. It's up there. What'd you think, Kernan?
So, I think this is an episode that we sometimes refer to oh, Midnight. It's so great. And yeah, I thought it was great before going into it. Um and I still think it's really good. Except I haven't watched this episode in it's been years, like 4 years. And I like it. I think it's really good. Except I think I give it, and maybe some other people give it a little too much credit.
Yeah, I don't think it gets too much credit. Let's get into the details. This might be David Tennant's best performance as the Doctor. Actually, maybe I shouldn't say that because Humanation, the Family of Blood, might be his number one. But either way, he's fantastic in this, and all those other characters were really good too. And I think this setting, like the whole thing, is set in a little bus. It's a super small room, and
Yeah.
I think they kind of. I think the reason this episode was written is because they were super restricted in what they could do for this episode, and they were kind of forced to have the set this small, but it enhanced the story so much, and it helped. Made the writer focus on these characters that were in there so well.
And it really captures that suspense and that horror, those two elements that were very prominent.
And I think this was super well shot and directed and edited and all that stuff. Like there's a bunch of scenes where everyone's just talking over each other and freaking out. And the way it's shot and the way it's edited together, of it just jumping between all these people's faces, just makes everything feel so chaotic.
The actors, like whether it's David Tennant or any of those other side characters, they're always like that lady, Sky, was like talking at the same time as everyone. That was perfect. It's super impressive.
I think the mystery of this Mrs. Silvestri lady is so because the monster, whatever it is, this mysterious entity, we never figure out what this thing is, and I'll talk about that in a second. It definitely implies that it's sent for her. There's a line that says she said she was gonna get me or something like that, and it circles around the whole thing and it zeroes in on her and possesses her, and we never figure out what that was about, because this could have ended really unsatisfyingly. Is that a word?
Doesn't sound like one.
I don't know. Because it leaves you wanting answers. But, I want answers, but at the same time, I know I don't want the answers. Because I can tell that no answer would work as well as the mystery we're left with does.
Yeah.
It would kind of ruin a lot of the episode if we were given answers, because there's no way that it would be good enough for us.
The effects, the CGI, a lot of the green screen, there was barely any of it, but it still looked bad. I know it's insignificant,
I mean,
and it's stupid, and it's just something that I have to nitpick.
I don't think it looks that bad. I mean, what is 2008? It's a 2008 British TV show. Most of the green screen effects or whatever from that season are, that's about the quality that they usually are. Not like they have the kind of effects they do now in the show back then. Okay, so just trying to think about some negatives about this episode. I mean, it's the smallest, most nitpicky thing you could possibly, but that split second when Rose shows up in the screen in the background, obviously that's in there to tie in for the series arc of the series and give the mystery, but it's there's already this huge mystery going on in the episode that is so compelling and we're so invested in, and then that comes in all of a sudden we're distracted from the mystery just for a little bit, a couple minutes maybe, that's still nagging at our minds. But when you watch that, especially when you watch it for the first time, that's what you're thinking about now. It's what? There's Rose there, and you're still trying to put those pieces together, and it just distracts from the better mystery of what's going on in the story just for a little bit. So I just to come up with something negative about this.
Definitely agree.
The scene where we first, get a hint that there's something out there with the driver people and the doctor's up there with him, and that guy, the way that's shot, and how you don't get to see, you don't see anything. You just see the planet Midnight, but then you look at it and you feel like you're looking for something, even though there's nothing. Even though there's nothing there, because the guy is he saw something, and they don't show you anything of what he thinks he saw. The shield thing closes as he sees it again, And that's all. That scene was really good.
I think they established all those side characters and all their traits very early on well.
Yeah.
And so by the end of it, all those traits, like you think you know these characters, but when they're put in a very tough situation, all those get flipped. The nice couple who's just trying to enjoy a vacation with their son, now they're mean and they're like, let's throw it out. We get this first shot of this teenager.
It's Merlin. He plays Merlin in Merlin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. And he's like actually like sweet kind of. That nice flip really was a nice touch.
And a big thing about this episode is the way it is showing you how crazy people can get when they feel like they're in danger, their life's in danger, they're under threat, something like that, and how, all their morals that they go by can instantly be thrown out the window like that. And they might go a little extreme with that of like, yeah, we're gonna throw you out too. Yeah, we'll murder you if we have to. Yeah, it's fine. It might go a little too far with that, but it does a really good job of showing how quickly that can flip when people get scared for their lives.
Yeah. And also I think that early on they also did a good job of establishing like just very quickly that like outside is very dangerous. So that's why you feel very limited to this one bus.
And because they hammer that down so much that like everything around you is instant death, that does add to the atmosphere. I like the idea at the end that the whatever this mysterious entity is like whispering to them. It's getting in their heads and causing them to fight like they were in that episode. I like that idea too.
So a while back, me and Griffin did a Doctor Who quiz.
Man, that
On
was
the
so long ago now. We look so different in that video.
we were so young. And I won.
You did.
I
By
want
half
that
a
to be
point.
said. And there was this one question that was like, "Ooh, what did the doctor say
If we
when he
took
was
that quiz now, we would do so much. We did so
Yeah.
bad in that
Oh
video.
yeah. And like, what did Sky say? And I got it wrong. And like the line was like Rose Tyler, Martha Jones, not a noble TARDIS. I say that just randomly, and I get so mad. I get so mad, and I just repeat that line.
Wow, that was a really weird side note. Okay. Oh, and the thing at the end, hostess is like the one that ends up saving the day, and at the end we figure out that no one knew her name at all. Yeah, that was a nice somber touch at the end. All right, so I think that's all I have. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Nope.
Okay, so we have to rate this now. All right, I'm gonna give Midnight. I have like no issues with it. I mean, I have the Rose cameo is literally it. So I think I'm gonna give it a 9.5.
Where are you gonna put it?
Well, going off ratings, I think it's got to go in first. I'm a little hesitant to put it in front of The Girl in the Fireplace. I don't know. I'm a little stuck between those two. Yeah, I'm gonna trust myself here. I'm gonna put it in first place.
I think I know what I'm gonna do with it.
Okay. Don't disappoint me here, Kernan.
I think I'll give it an 8.
Okay. I was hoping an 8.5 from you, but I'll take 8.
I'll probably put it in. I'll probably put it in 5th.
That means you're putting Day of the Doctor, Dalek, Girl in the Fireplace, and Curse the Black Spot all ahead of it. Is that right?
Yep.
In that case, Faith doesn't seem so bad. Obviously, Curse the Black Spot, that should go way. But all the ones in between, I guess I can respect that you have those above it. All right, there we go then. Either way, we both agree that it's very good. So, next episode then?
Next episode.
Here we go. All right, so we're drawing the next episode, and we now have Jodie Whittaker era episodes included. So we haven't had him in this whole time. I don't know if you guys knew that. Okay. Oh no. This might be like the worst possible option for me.
Oh. Okay, I see.
I'm not a fan of this, and it's 2 parts, and it's probably my least favorite 2-parter, just from my memory. We'll see. Maybe it'll surprise me, maybe I'll like it more. Alright then, we definitely are not recording this before we draw the episode. We know exactly what it is that we picked. Alright, see you next time. Bye.
I bet you it'll be Capaldi.